Good morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to my morning news report right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. They love New Hampshire. Candidates crowd into Granite State a year before first in the nation primary. 7 Democrat candidates visit state during holiday weekend. 10 candidates over 11-day period. There's nearly a full year before the New Hampshire presidential primary is expected to be held, and yet Democrat candidates are crowding into the state as though it was just days away. The flood of hopefuls believe the narrative in some national media that the New Hampshire primary's influence in the presidential nomination process is fading, soon to be overshadowed by giant states such as California and Texas, which will hold their primaries 3 weeks after the February 11, 2020 unofficial date of the Granite State contest. This is one case where the term fake news applies, said New Hampshire Democrat National Committee woman Kathy Sullivan, a former state party chair who has had close-up views of New Hampshire primaries for decades. I don't remember so many candidates coming into the state this early, all at once, Sullivan said Friday. Every 4 years, some people try to write the obituary for the New Hampshire primary, and every 4 years, they are proven wrong. The New Hampshire primary still lives, still matters, and I expect that will continue well into the future. During the upcoming 3-day holiday weekend alone, 7 candidates for the Democratic presidential nomination will be counting voters at vintage New Hampshire house parties, town halls, meetings, and meet and greets events in downtown walks and stops at local coffee shops and other businesses. Here is the weekend lineup. Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey will campaign Saturday through Monday morning, traveling from Portsmouth to North Conway and from Rochester to Manchester to Nashua. Senator Christine Gillibrand of New York, who arrived in the state Friday, will be in Exeter, Keene, and Hanover at Dartmouth College, her alma mater, Saturday. Mayor Pete Buttigieg of South Bend, Indiana, will make his first campaign trip to the state Saturday, visiting Allsted, Raymond, and Merrimack. U.S. Rep. Tullis Gabbard of Hawaii will campaign in Keene, Concord, and Portsmouth on Saturday, and in Northampton on Sunday. Author Marianne Williamson of California will campaign in Manchester and Somersworth on Sunday, and in Goffstown and Northwood on Monday. She will remain in the state through Wednesday, when she will visit Exeter. U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar of Minnesota will visit Goffstown Village before holding a nationally televised town hall at St. Anselm College on Monday. Senator Kamala Harris of California will arrive on Monday and hold a town hall in Portsmouth. Her visit will spill over into the work week as she appears at Tuesday mornings at the Politics and Eggs breakfast at St. Anselm College. Next week, U.S. Rep. Tim Ryan of Ohio will visit New Hampshire from Tuesday through Thursday, campaigning and holding meetings with voters and political leaders at the University of New Hampshire in Durham and in Manchester, Nashua, and Portsmouth. And looking back over the past week, U.S. Rep. John Delaney campaigned in the state for 3 days, and former Colorado Governor John Hickenlooper for 2. That's 10 Democrat candidates over an 11-day period. Looking further ahead, Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts will return February 22nd to speak to the New Hampshire Democrat Party's 100 Club dinner in Manchester. Colin Boucher will return next weekend with a schedule to be determined. And U.S. Rep. Eric Swell of California will be back in the state on February 25th for Politics and Eggs. Also, that week, businessman Andrew Yang of New York will return to New Hampshire. Note to be forgotten is Republican Bill Weld, the former Massachusetts governor who announced in Bedford on Friday the formation of an exploratory committee to pursue the possibility of a GOP primary challenger to President Donald Trump. Sullivan noted that besides the Democrat candidates' visits, campaigns are staffing up in the state. Warren, Gillibrand, Delaney, and Harris have hired staffers, while several other candidates have local consultants. If New Hampshire is not important, there are a lot of people wasting a lot of time and money here right now, she said. These staff people are talented and serious people. They would not be going to work for campaigns unless they were convinced the campaigns they are working are serious about New Hampshire. And that does it for my morning news report right here on the Riley King Network, and we will be sure to keep you up to date on everything you need to know on the candidates that are running for president in 2020. I hope you all enjoyed this news report. Have a great day, everyone. See you back here later on today. Goodbye.